just like we're talking about California, but California was always like California. I love California because I've been in places too, other places around the world too, or even on places like standing on borders because they don't want us to go everywhere on our land, even though we're from Canada, Alaska, Eskimo, and places like Mexico and Brazil. That's actually in North America and Central America. That's all our land, but they don't let us go to these places, and they claim our land is their land. And they tell us, "Oh, this is our land," or they even try to manipulate it so far they'll even tell us that we're not Native American, that we're actually not Native American, that they're more Native American, but they can't even practice how to live like a Native American, or they don't even have things in their house like a Native American, or they don't even know our spirituality or know nothing about us, and they can't even represent it. And even when they do represent it, it's never true. It's never accurate. It's always lies. It's always how they feel in their opinion and things like that. So I never will go for them for knowledge or wisdom because I know it's not there and they don't have it. But and that's just like even when they told us in 2012 they had a calendar that's predicting saying that we're all going to die off, or even some even like Native Americans like me. I know it wasn't true, even though like all people were saying it, and people were saying, oh, like Mexican people, Hispanic people were saying, oh, I'm Native American, even though they're from Spain, and they probably didn't know that. But that's just like even when they were saying the world was going to end, I know the world wasn't going to end. Like if you talk to Native Americans or anybody in North America, Central America, Alaska, Eskimo, Canada, we all know like all that stuff they were saying was BS. We already know if something was going to happen. The only thing that might would happen is we might evolve. We might grow into a smarter being. We might keep on growing, even though we might not recognize it. But we're going to keep on going to smarter person. That's how we felt about it. If something was going to happen in 2012, even though I know like black people, they might have came out with something like new things was going to happen in 2000. I'd rather go for them for advice, just like other Native Americans told me that's black or that's full blood. They say, "Oh, that's why we run with black people," or "We always will work with black people like we did in the past, like with slavery," or when black people want to stand up against the government, or whenever they want to politic together or work together in the same circle. That's why they tell me, "Oh, that's why we go to black people," because just like even in 2000 blacks like if you've seen the movie Belly, but even around the whole world, because just like I said, black people used to go to church before COVID stuff was going on. They stopped people from going to church. In the Bible, and the people in church, in the Bible, in every the Old Testament and the New Testament. So the people that practice new Christianity and old Christian ways, they all they all believe in going to church and things like that. But I forgot what I was going to say about that. So I'm gonna just come back to the topic. But just like that, even talking about California. So what I'm trying to tell you is even all races went to church with black people, but just like that, like California is a it's a mixed country, but there's other words that can identify that too, because some places all nationalities. But the reason why I say California is a mixed place is because like I know during this COVID stuff and uh and like all the stuff that's been going on, I found out it's still racist people, but even before this, like I've been called niggers before, but it's people that call people niggers still, people that still let their people get away with crimes, like doing drugs with the police or in front of the police and the police not doing nothing about it. Even this stuff coming up, like the police was having sex with a lot of minors, and they always did that. And but people don't talk about this stuff. They cover it up, and it's a lot of other bad stuff that goes on. Not just like the police and people are like doing a lot of things like donuts and popping fireworks, shooting guns, and things like that. They doing it, but it's the police doing it, and it's the people that support ways that we don't stand for. They don't support the men and the woman way, and like things like God's plan and Jesus Christ and things like that. They don't support these things. They actually support other ways. So we don't stand for the ways, and we actually, just like I said, it's a higher person that's telling us what to do. We have to work every day. We have to go to sleep when they say go to sleep. Stay up when they say stay up, or they can just take all our stuff away at any time. And this is not their land, and this is basically our land. So they practice, just like I said, they practice terror on us and things like that. So that's all that is. It's terror. You fearing saying, "Oh, I have to fear this person's going to do this to me or take this away from me," and it's all mine. And this person can just walk up to me and apply force to me, walk up on me, push me down, shoot me shoot me in the head